Hey gameheads, it's a new month and that means new games to play as well. So if you're craving another gaming sensation, join in my top 10 best new mobile games October 2023 edition. Starting the list with a promising one, we've got Wild Runners, a racing game that abandons the use of vehicles, I know, completely weird, favoring actual running instead. With a 5-star rating on Play Store, I had to see what makes the game so good. Now if you've played any go-kart game like beach buggy racing, you will find the mechanics somewhat similar, like power-ups you can pick up while running to give you a boost or sabotage your enemy. There are 12 animals, 24 power-up cards and platform action. If you're into arcade racing title, this is a fun looking one to try out. Wild Runners is free and available on all mobile platforms. Next up is the Elder Scrolls Castle. Yeah, the title fell on the more silent release with no real advertising by Bethesda Games, not even a trailer. Elder Scrolls Castle is a lot like Fallout Shelter, their previous management simulator, but places you in charge of a castle rather than an underground bunker. Make decisions and lead your people medieval style, with an interesting time progression where one day of playtime equals an entire year. Much like Fallout Shelter, you are in charge of assigning tasks or roles to your citizens, increasing your population, handling events, but it's more polished with card mechanics and detailed NPC interaction. Bethesda's new space game may not be liked by fans, but as someone who enjoyed the Fallout Shelter game, I say give this one a shot. It's available on Andriod and is still in its beta stage. Next up is Need for Speed Mobile. The Need for Speed franchise needs little introduction, and it's been a while since we've gotten anything new from the popular racing title, so I can say I'm a little excited. Bringing polished racing action, environmental destruction and clean, smooth, adrenaline pumping racing. Seriously, the game looks straight out of a console in terms of quality and overall aesthetics. Of course, there are multiple events to participate in, loads of cars and customizables, everything you would expect from a racing game and more. The game is being developed by NetEase and EA, launching a Chinese version sometime in December. Next up is Strange Hill, an open-world action-adventure thriller riddled with challenging puzzles and for puzzle game lovers. You play as a young boy thrown into the strange, bunny-filled place called Strange Hill, filled with interesting puzzles to solve and several fever dream-like locations to explore. Solve puzzles, meet eccentric bunnies of all types, complete tasks, unlock abilities, and ultimately solve the mystery of Dr. Wood, your enigmatic, mysterious neighbor. The game features interactive environments, stealth mechanics, good graphics, several unique locations, a good mystery premise, simple combat, and lots of puzzles. It's available on all mobile platforms, including PC as well, and it's surprisingly free. Next up is Attack of the Earthlings, an interesting turn-based strategy game where you play as an alien trying to get rid of an invasive species that has come to claim your homeworld. And when I say invasive species, I mean us, the humans. Utilize your primal abilities, which you use to spawn grunts, play cleverly and stealthily as you take out the invading creatures one by one, consuming them to unlock new skills and evolve, explore new areas, protect the matriarch, and possibly drive off the invading humans. Attack of the Earthlings takes a pretty interesting twist to the alien sci-fi genre that's honestly refreshing, with the eccentric characters and dark humor to spice things up. The game is paid and available on all mobile platforms. Next up is Nine Nights, a Chinese action title that reminds me of the PS2 game Ninja Gaiden with similar combat scheme. You play as Silang, a dangerous assassin now wanted by the Jizo organization. Like I said, the combat and graphics pays homage to the PS2 era with great focus on combat action with a number of attack skills. There's also platforming to do, bosses to battle, and if it's truly anything like Ninja Gaiden, be prepared for phone smashing difficulty. All in all, it looks like a good indie game, but whether it's super interesting to play is something you have to find out yourself. The game is available on all mobile devices. Next up is Disney SPEEDSTORM, And I can sum up this entire title with one sentence only: Mario Kart for Disney. The mechanics are pretty much the same as any go-kart game, with drifting action, obstacles and power-ups, but this time you get to play with iconic Disney characters such as Donald Duck, Bella from Beauty and the Beast, monsters from Monsters Inc. and much more. The graphics is also incredible with stunning visual effects and after effects, and since it's made by Gameloft, my expectations for it are quite high, even if it's probably going to try and dig a massive hole into my wallet. The game also offers a competitive atmosphere with ranked mode, kart and character customization, and multiple iconic locations from the studio hit movies. So if you're looking for a kart racer, you should probably check this one out. Next up is BOXHEAD, a hack and slash roguelike that honestly looks amazing. You play as a zombie exterminator with a card box covering his head for some reason, but that's not really the pull-in factor. The combat is. From the boss animation to the weapon variety, everything in this game just screams high quality gameplay. There are dozens of skills and weapons to equip, complementing your playstyle, and since it's a roguelike, you are expected to die a lot, but come back with better skills after each run. All in all, it looks really promising and you can check it out because it's free and available on all mobile devices. Next up is Dead World Heroes, a real-time strategy game I've talked about previously during its pre-registration alpha stage, and I have to say it's gotten a lot better. The game is set in a post-apocalyptic world run over by zombies, and you are in charge of a team of ordinary survivors, each with unique skills that make them not so ordinary, trying to survive the apocalypse and possibly put an end to it. But first they must find their next meal. The combat is tactical as you use each of 4 playable unique heroes effectively to clear the missions. You can find other heroes as you explore the world, craft turrets, build weapons, and form an army. It's a really interesting RTS that has kind of gone unnoticed and isn't technically released yet, but you can check it out on TapTap if you will. Next up is Into SAMOMOR, a really capturing horror RPG rendered in pixelated graphics. You play as a man trying to uncover the disappearance of his best friend, which isn't a new thing in the town of SAMOMOR. Apparently, it happens every year and from the same forest. Now it's time for another soul to disappear, but your decision will incite a kind of change. The mystery premise is well done in this game, and even from the trailer I kind of have an urge to uncover the story, and I think you will too. The gameplay consists of solving puzzles and battling creatures, finding strange clues to help you get closer to uncovering the mystery of the disappearances. Its dark and gritty story is a warm welcome, or should I say a cold welcome, to horror fans. Into SAMOMOR is available on mobile platforms and is free, so you definitely check it out if you're interested. Okay, what do you think of today's list? Did you find a new game to play? If sadly not, don't go anywhere, I still got another list you can check right now on your screen. And don't forget to like and subscribe, especially if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. I'm out though.